What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Points Blank Travel PBT Live. I am your boy Rod, the host that sometimes does the most. And I want to welcome everybody to Points Blank Travel. On this channel, we talk about credit. We talk about credit cards. We talk about points, miles, cashback, traveling now, personal finance, the latest and greatest in credit card, and travel news, and how to travel around the world or around the country for little or no money out of your pocket. If there's something you're interested in, do your boy a favor. Subscribe to the channel. It's free. Hit that thumbs up. Give the video a super duper like. Make sure you're blowing it, kiss it. I don't care what you do to it. Just make sure it changes colors. Share the channel with your family and friends. Share it on your social media platforms. And with all that being said, you know what time it is. Let's roll, baby. Let's have some fun. We ain't even getting down to business today. We having fun. 9 real homies in the crib. Let me jump in these comments, see who up in here so I can acknowledge everybody that's in here. Well, no, we got me. Happy Sunday, and much love, everyone. I will be dropping a link for people to join the panel, meaning come up with me. If you've been on a cruise, Lord, if you've ever been on a cruise, please come up on the panel because I have some questions. I know Meet and I did a premiere last night telling people what they need to bring for a cruise. And I got to go back and watch that about 5 times. And again, I'm serious, yo. I have my notebook here. And if you have credit or credit card questions, anytime I do a live stream, throw those in the chat. I'd be more than happy to answer those. Wellness with Frugal Mama. How you doing, sis? Representing the DFW area. And we got my main man Mojo, a channel member in the crib. Points Blank Travel. Stoked to tune into this live. Hope all is well, sir. Thank you so much. Hope all is well with you also. And we got LA Law. Said, hello, everyone. I hope all is well. I'm not going to go through all the comments, just the first couple. Then I'll go through them as we go. Hey, Brandon, what's going on, man? Long time no see. Thank you for being here. I just went on a Norwegian gym cruise for 10 days, April 5th. Man, tell me what it's like. Hey, when I invite people up, I'm going to tell y'all something here. And I'm about to drop the link here in a few minutes. If you come up, you don't have to show your face. You can do it. You can come on like this, stop the cam, have your avatar up there. It doesn't matter to me. I need some help. But hey, I want to hear about that, Brandon. Please, man. Tell us about it. We got memories and adventures with us. What's going on? Happy Sunday, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you being here. And we got Shah Sarai in the building. She's also a channel member, a long-time channel member. Say, hey, everyone, so excited. I finally made a PBT live. Yeah, I know it's been a minute since you've been here. Thank you for being here. And Shah says, tell us everything, Brandon, please do. And we got another channel member, the queen of the Points Blank Network, also part of the alliance. We got Brown Girl Bella, who just finished a phenomenal Sunday Sips on her channel. Make sure y'all check that out. Bella, if you want, please drop the link to your Sunday Sips live. It was a very chill look. She did a makeup look today. Thank you so much for being here, Queen. I really appreciate it. Dropping by while I still wait for my food with DoorDash. Y'all stay tuned. I'm doing a DoorDash video either tonight or tomorrow night on a new DoorDash credit card. So stay tuned for that. And Bella says, happy Sunday. Hey, man, I like that. Happy Sunday. Every day. Happy every day. I don't care what day it is. I noticed that about Brown Girl Bella. I don't care what they. She always say happy Wednesday, happy Friday. But she don't say Friday. She Friday. I don't think she ever did it with Wednesday. I'd like to see what that look like. But yo, in case this is your first time here, I am broadcasting from the Dallas-Fort Worth area, DFW. And if this is your first time here, let me know where you're tuning in from. But when I think about cruising, and I'm starting to see a lot of travel content out there. Your favorite couple is the first ones that come to mind. They stay on a cruise. They stay going somewhere. And they're not just going on the same cruise. I like it because they've actually extended their cruise line up. They're not just going on Carnival. They've been on Virgin. They've been on Royal Caribbean. And to be honest, I'm looking forward to going on Carnival. I will be on the Meet and I cruise June 12th through the 16th. As far as I know, it's already booked. But I really want to do a Royal Caribbean. I definitely want to do a Virgin because it seems more for the grown folks, for the grown and sexy, as they put it. I can't wait to do one on that. But I kind of like that my first cruise is a 4-day cruise. It's not too long. And it'll give me a perfect opportunity to see if I even like cruising. And I've done several cruises. Oh my God, I can't count how many cruises. And the longest I've been out to sea is 45 days, but those were on warships. They were on the guided missile destroyers, guided missile cruisers. Um, and it was no casinos, it was no bars, it was no fun night or dress up night or what they call it when you throw on your best clothes, elegant night. It was none of that. It was just initially it was just a bunch of men on there, and we were protecting the country. Then we incorporated females into going out to sea, and it was different. And we got my sister Etna's World, who I asked to come on and join me. So I'm gonna be dropping the link here in a few seconds because I'm definitely want to pick her brain. And when I drop the link, it's for anybody. If you have questions about cruising, if you know about cruising, I also reached out to Life with V, who I met through Edna's World, Edna's homegirl. But yo, I'm so excited because I used to say I would never go on a cruise. Why am I going to go on a cruise when I spent 20 years cruising? But I was naive, yo. I didn't really realize, or I didn't put it together that going on Carnival or Royal Caribbean or Norwegian or Disney or Virgin is not like being on a USS whatever. And yeah, USS is United States ship, say the Preble, my last ship. It's not like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop the link. Now I don't even want to hold this up because I have several questions, and hopefully this live stream will answer the questions for people out there that may not know where to go. And I posted it in several places. I put it in several places. I did a lot of tags. So hopefully this live stream will answer questions for people that may be afraid to ask or not know who to ask or not know which questions to ask. And again, hopefully Meet and I come in here so they can drop the link to the live stream. I mean, the premiere they did yesterday. YFC's Amber Cove cruise video that dropped on Friday was so cool. Yes, it was. And YFC may be in here. I asked if you wanted to join. I know they're kind of busy. Edna's World, the cruise goddess, facts. And that's why I asked Edna earlier, was she busy? Because I'd love to have her come up and join me. No rush, Edna, whenever you're ready. And here's a link. If anybody want to come up, if you have, this link is for anybody that have cruise knowledge, and it's for anybody that may have a question. If you just want to, this is a different open panel. If you have a question and you want to come up and ask the question, please feel free to do so. Don't be shy. Now, what I'm gathering, and I'm going to tell you one of my biggest problems with traveling, period. I'm a procrastinator. If I'm not, well, June 12th, I know it's like 40 something days before this cruise. I haven't even started. I know where my passport is. And I know where my birth certificate is because I keep them in my safe. I sort of know what I'm going to wear, but not really. I know I need to take things like my charger or my phone charger, but it's a 4-day cruise, but I'm hearing stuff like Elegant Night and Brim Bourbon Night. And these are nights where you wear different clothes. And then I'm hearing where, hey, thank you. We got Tripping with Dre. Michelle just came in here, my man Dre. I'm about to bring him up. Man, and this is what I wanted, y'all, man. I'm getting chills. But one of my first questions is, how in the world do I pack for all this stuff? How do I get, I mean, I don't like pack. I overpack as it is. My last trip was to New York for what was supposed to be 3 days. Thank goodness I overpacked because I ended up staying 5 days. But I'm going to pause that, and I want to bring my main man up. Dre, what is going on, my brother? How you doing, man?
Uncle Bishop, what's going on,
Man, I'm here, yo. Usually, Dre, I facilitate, and I'm the one dropping the knowledge. I'm the one dropping the boulders. But on this live stream, your boy is here to suck up the knowledge. I'm here. I got my notebook, and I'm telling you, yo, ain't no shame in my game. I'm not about to go on this cruise. Y'all, Dre and Michelle from Tripping with Dre and Michelle will be on the cruise as well.
Yes, indeed.
Yo, I'm not gonna be on that. I was in meeting out last night. I'm like, hey man, I'm gonna be following the crowd like a little puppy. And you don't want to bug people like you could ask Dre, hey Dre, man, what would you recommend? But I can't follow Dre and Michelle around everywhere they go. I can't follow Sheldon and the Key everywhere they go or
Right.
or meet. But hey, man, thank you so much for coming on, brother. And I know you about to share some knowledge with us, man. And so, do you remember y'all? This isn't scripted. I had no idea Dre was coming up here, so like we playing this. But do you still remember your first cruise?
Yeah, man. The Norwegian Sky, I think it was 2016, 2017, something like that. It was a short 3-day cruise for our anniversary. Had never cruised in our life. I got a rich uncle that cruised all the time, and he told us, y'all should try a cruise because we always, we're close to Chicago, so every year we would go to Chicago and hang out for the weekend, that sort of type of thing. But that particular year, we wanted to try something different. So, yeah, man, first cruise, 3-day, didn't really know what to expect at the time, but it all worked out. You know what I'm saying? So, been cruising ever since.
Hey, Dre, now I'm gonna tell you how I'm feeling right now. Now, Edna's just joined us. She was here and then she stepped away. Now, were you nervous? Were you excited? Was it a combination of both? Because
yeah, of course the human in me was nervous, to be on a ship, surrounded by all this water, but it wasn't my first time on a ship. When I lived in California, I will always go out on the Pacific and go whale watching and stuff like that out of Long Beach. So it wasn't my first time out on the water. So, but just being on the water for days was a different concept for us. But man, fell in love with it, man. It was like catching that first catfish, man. I was hooked, bro. I was hooked.
how many cruises have you been on? And I'm about to bring Edna up. I was just wanting to make sure she was situated. But how many
I believe
cruises?
this will be our 11th or 12th.
And I can't wait for Edna and Team Reach Travels just came in. We got Brown Girl Bella who's been on a cruise. I'm not sure, and Brandon just came from a cruise. This y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all my first confused emotion with all this.
Mm-hmm.
Every time I went on a cruise in my Navy career, I never was excited about walking down that pier, going on a warship and going out to sea for 5 days, 7 days, 30 days, 14 days. I've done probably 8 45-day stints in my Navy career. So I never was excited. You're leaving your family. You couldn't take your wife or your girlfriend or your kids with you.
Right.
So this is going to be, my emotions are different because this is going to be a different emotional state. And I'm going to go ahead and bring Edna up here. What's going on, my sister? How you doing?
Hey.
I'm good. What's up? Hey, Dre.
Hey.
Well, thank you so much for joining. Y'all, I got 2 for real cruisers here. Edna was in Bella's, Brown Girl Bella's live, and I was like, Edna, you going to be busy this afternoon? I'd love for you to join me. Dre just happened to be in here.
Just cooking dinner.
And this is a blessing, man, for not only me. I ain't gonna be lying. I'm here for selfish reasons. I need to know, but why not share it with everybody? Since and I'm just so blessed to have people with knowledge in this arena that even if I don't reach out to them, I just say I'm going live and they show up and they not only help me out, but they help the people out. So thank both of y'all. I really appreciate it. And anybody else that want to come on up, man, if you know, matter of fact, it's like this, y'all. If I get enough cruisers up here and y'all just talking, I'll drop down and I'll just be here listening. That's how serious I am about this. I drop down.
You don't want to need the information. You
You're supposed to be asking the question.
Right.
Well, okay. So here we are, 40 days out from a cruise. I know Edna just did a video on this. She did a video on this as well. But I'm thinking about this live right now. Both of y'all here, 40 days out from a cruise. I got my passport. I've started. I got my passport. I know what it is. I know what my birth certificate is. Oh man. Number one, what should I be doing next? But before y'all answer that question, when I travel and get ready for this cruise, my passport, should it be on my person? It shouldn't be in my luggage, right?
No.
definitely put
Have
in
it
your
on you.
carry-on.
Yeah.
Okay. That was almost a dumb question, but I
No,
almost put it in my suitcase last night when I was listening to
you'd be
Reading Out.
surprised how many people have left it in the suitcase and gave their suitcase to the porters. And
Right.
yeah, it
They couldn't
happens.
get on. Yeah.
It happens a lot. I
Well,
think.
that was a good question. Thank you, Edna.
I think one of the important things. Well, if you're like anal like I am, you have all your stuff together. I always get a folder, like a 2-pocket folder from the dollar store, and put all your travel documents in that folder. Like print out your luggage tags and print an extra one just in case it ripped. Print out your boarding pass. Any excursions you purchased, any like print out your flight tickets, your hotel receipt, all that stuff, because we love technology, but sometimes it fails us.
Yeah.
And if you drop your phone in the toilet, now it's not working because you out at the meet and greet and now you done had too many drinks. At least you got your paperwork in your hand. Versus now I got to figure out how to get all my stuff because my phone won't power up.
Right.
So anything that you have purchased for this trip, print it out, put it in a folder, put it in an envelope, and then that way you can put it in your carry-on, like whatever you're going to carry on the plane, whatever you're going to pull onto the ship, have it somewhere that's available.
Mm-hmm.
See, right now, yo, we got 16 people here. That alone, y'all, and I'm serious, y'all. I'm not saying I'm writing this stuff down. This is not. I'm not doing this here for no views and subscribers.
I like you. I like how you writing it in cursive too.
Man, I'm so excited, Dre. I'm so excited. I'm writing between cursive, manuscript. I'm writing all kind of ways, man. Because I'm
writing fancy.
Right.
I don't want to say, hey, Edna, hold up. I'm trying to keep the flow. I'm trying to jump, and I'm probably gonna be reaching out to Edna because I got. But see, right there, we're starting off. I don't print out boarding passes. I don't print out luggage tags. I don't print out hotel confirmations. I depend on something. And Dre works, if I'm not mistaken, Dre, you work in IT, right?
Yeah, I'm just started working in IT at Whirlpool. Woo woo.
See, I depend on what everybody else depend on, technology, which could fail us at any time. But it would take a real smart dummy to lose this big old notebook. Yeah. I'm not gonna lose this big notebook is not gonna stop working if the power go out or if there's no cell signal. So I'm telling y'all might want to write this stuff down, man. I'm telling you. But so get me a folder. I need to get a folder. Okay, I got that down now.
I already got it.
One of the things, and y'all, I'm gonna be all
until August.
Right.
See, that's season. And y'all, Edna's gonna be on the Meet and I cruise. Both of these content creators that are both YouTubers are both gonna be on the cruise. And see, right now, I want to be all over the place, but because I'm flying to California Wednesday, I ain't really got to the cruise part yet. My mind, I can't walk, as Bella tell me, I can't walk and chew bubble gum at the same time. So,
what part of Cali?
I'm going to San Diego.
Oh, okay.
I lived out there. I lived in
Long Beach all the time when I lived in Moreno Valley.
Okay, Mo Valley. Okay.
Yeah.
So I got my folder together. I'm asking both of y'all because one thing that may work for Edna may not work for Dre, and one thing that may work for Dre and Michelle may not work for Edna. What do I do next? Because I'm right now, that's where I am. I ain't even got the folder, y'all. I'm lost like last year's Easter eggs.
At this part it's 40 days out. So you got to be thinking now, getting your clothes together. That's the main thing. I mean, because once you got that together, then it's smooth sailing from there. Honestly, if you got your paperwork together, passport, now I need to be thinking about, okay, what I'm going to wear. Now you got to think about this is a 4-day cruise, depending on, okay, you're going to get there when? Saturday, Sunday?
Sunday.
So, okay, I need something to wear for Sunday. Okay. Then, depending on you may or may not change clothes on Sunday after getting, after getting there, you may change clothes. So I need an outfit for Sunday. Then Monday, embarkation day, then you need something to put on for Monday. then I know, this is a cruise full of themes. So, so I think Monday night is the white night, all white night. So you need all white night. So that's for so far on the cruise. You need something to wear, when getting on the cruise that day. Then you need to change in something to all white. So that's two. Then you need an outfit for the Tuesday. Something to put on that morning. I think elegant night is that night, depending on if you're going to dress up that night as well. So that's 2 outfits. So we're at 4 outfits already on the cruise. Then Wednesday, need something to put on that morning. I think that's the day we're doing the group picture. I can't remember. It's so busy.
Yeah.
So all in all, you got to think about at least 2 outfits per day. Something to put on that morning, then something to dress up in. Of course, we all know the brims and bourbon night that, something to dress up. So at least 2 outfits per day. Make sure you bring plenty of drawers, plenty of socks, at least 2 per day, just to make sure you have, because you never know what may happen. So yeah, that's the main things. So those things, literally, I have to literally write it out and map it out for us. Like, okay, we need this, we need these shoes gonna go with this. It's tedious, but trust me, it works out, especially when you write it out, because it'll frustrate you. Especially when it's coming down to the last a week or 2, and then you like, man, I ain't got everything I need. Then it becomes stressful, and you don't want to get stressful. The other thing is, so like I said, we 40 days out, so start now. Don't wait till the last minute. That's the main thing. Do not wait till the last minute. Like I'm telling you, once you get your clothes together, then after your clothes, then your what is it called? What's the word? Like the yeah, your toiletries. Of course, get your medicines. Toothpaste, all that stuff. Toiletries. So I'm telling you, once you get all that together, you're gonna be good.
Well, see, I'm good there, Dre, because my suitcase, I got travel deodorant, I got a travel toothbrush, probably not no soap, because I usually take my own soap. I don't care where I'm going. I got to refill not refill it from the pharmacy, but I got to refill. I keep the prescriptions that I take, a bottle. The bottles, there's one bottle, but I know what I take that stays in the suitcase. I just have to physically refill it. And then I want to get Edna's take on this. But now, I got a question for both of y'all. Let's just say white night and elegant night. I'm super worried about this because the suitcase I have when I travel is really like a garment bag, but it's a suitcase. It folds over. It's when you open it up, it's got spots for hangers, and I have all my outfits on hangers, and my shorts, I'll ball them up and put them in there. How do you? Once I put it in there, it's gonna be wrinkled. Do they have irons in the cabins, or how am I gonna get my elegant night suit unwrinkled?
They have iron. Like each ship will have a deck, maybe every other deck, of a laundry room. And they do have an iron in there. You can also go leave it out for your room stored and get it pressed. For it if you're willing to pay for it. You got a suite. I don't know. I do have a suite this time, but I've never had one. Perk. So sometimes you get perks for having a suite. So if you have a suite, you might get free laundry. So give it to your room steward, and they will take it and iron it for you, and then put it in your room. So definitely find out what your perks are. Whatever you're getting for free, use all your perks. But you can go and find out once you get on the ship. You can find out what deck the laundry room is, and you can iron yourself in the laundry room. And I was also going to say, along with what Dre was talking about, what you're packing, is definitely a good time to start, especially if there's stuff that you're going to take that you don't need to wear between now and the cruise. Toss it in your bag now, so that way it's already there, and like, okay, I know I want to take this particular shirt. If you're not going to wear it between now and the cruise, put it in there now while it's fresh on your mind, just because when you're finally packing, you don't forget. And then once you get to Florida, you're like, oh, I forgot my blue shirt.
Right.
You know? And then also along with the lines of packing, start to think about as a creator what type of electronic stuff you need to take with you if you plan to vlog. Camera equipment, chargers. If you use extra cameras, like some people have the GoPros and stuff like that, sort of get everything, make sure you got all your cords, make sure nothing is broken, extension cords, USB, whatever it is you're going to take electronically, start to gather that stuff too, or at least write down what you want to take so you don't forget it. Because in the last like 3 days, it's going to be so many things you're going to be trying to remember. So it's best if you already have most of it planned out or tossed at least near your bag so you don't forget that that's what you want to take.
I thank y'all too for being here, because right now, I mean, we've been on here 30 minutes and it seemed like 6 minutes. And I've already got enough information where I don't feel like nothing. I'm way more prepared right now than I was 45 minutes ago.
It seems like a lot, but once you've done it, like I've been on so many cruises. Once you've done it so many times, it's just like second nature that this is like you already know this is what you're going to pack. This is what you're going to take. And then, of course, as your first cruise, you'll probably take too much stuff. And then by the time you're ready for the next one, you'd be like, you know what? I didn't even look at that last time. I don't need that.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like you want to bring this big old thing of cocoa butter. Like you realize you don't use that much lotion. I don't care how ashy you are. You're not using the big family size bottle of lotion. So downsize, bring a smaller one, that type of stuff. So it's sort of live and learn, but for now, just sort of start up and then work your way to what it is that you think you might want to take. And then before you close your suitcase for the final time, really think, do I think I'm going to use this?
And hey, your sister just came in, Edna Life with V just came in and shot some cruise vet. Hey, V, I reached out to you on IG. I just dropped a link, man. Come on up here. It's right here. It's like 3 comments up.
So I'm because I know they were talking about like the extension cords and stuff for the your cruise. I know the Conquest is sort of an older ship, so of course you won't have as many outlets or whatever. So this is but it usually have like the regular outlet, and then it has a European outlet. So I guess first I'll show you, this is a European outlet converter that I bought on Amazon, and it has that connection. So always, if you definitely need those extra outlets, it has, it's a converter. Plug, regular plug, and then it has also 2 USB connections on it as well. So you definitely, especially any other cruise, this will definitely come in handy if you need something extra. All right. So it's a European outlet converter, something like that. But you put it on Amazon, you'll see it. All right. Then the other thing that we take on every cruise is this thing. Got it off Amazon. We've been using this for years. It's an Anchor. It comes with 3 USB on there, and charge your phones, portable chargers if you need it, and then it has 3 outlets. It's like a cube. Comes with 3 outlets, 1, 2, and 3. Yeah. So they don't want you to don't come to the ship with no whole surge protector, because they don't want that. Do not get on there with no surge protector. Yeah, but I mean, something like this, I mean, you can get it off Amazon for about $20-$25, and I mean, it definitely will suit the need, especially for any devices that you may have. And definitely also have a portable charger, because when you're out and about, your phone going dead, you definitely gonna need this. as well. And then the
Oh,
last
Veronica
thing,
has one that plugs into your phone without the cord, and I got that in my Amazon cart because I saw her with it on the last trip, and I was like, I gotta get one of those because the only one I had the cord, but she has the kind that's wireless, and I was like, oh, I gotta get that before June.
And then the last thing I want to this thing, especially when you talking about weighing your luggage, if you wonder if my luggage is over, is it, if you don't feel like you done packed and the airline says, you gotta have, I know with Southwest is 50 pounds. Some airlines is 40 pounds, which I don't get, but definitely invest in a luggage weigher, and it'll tell you exactly how much, your luggage weigh. Definitely got to invest in one of them. That way, when you get to the airport, I done seen so many people get to the airport and their luggage is way, overweight. So they out there in the middle of everybody, they pulling out stuff, trying to change bags, and you see everything in their bag, and that's kind of so embarrassing but if they had one of these before they even got to the airport, they would have knew how much it weighed. So these are just certain tools that you just need, and not just for cruising, but any vacation.
Now I got a question before I forget. Is there a luggage weight limit going on to the cruise?
No,
they say 50 pounds, but no. Once they got your bags on the ship, what they gonna do?
Right.
The porters, the porters take your bags outside, so the people on the ship don't know how big your bags are. There was a question I saw that you had on the screen. I don't know if somebody in the chat had answered it. I can't remember who said it, but it was a question about how you can talk to people without having your phone bill be crazy high. And I did want to say that, like if you get the internet, you could get like a social media package or something like that if you don't want to spend too much money. And if you have like Facebook Messenger, you can video chat with people on there, so you're not using your phone minutes or whatever. You can try with whoever your cell provider is to sign up for international plan if you want to. I would say unless you have to absolutely physically talk to whoever at home every single day, I would wait until you go on to port. Most of these cell phone carriers, when you get on the port, they'll text you and say, welcome to Mexico. You're now in 3G or 4G, and you can call just like regular, or if you want to send, text messages, it might be a quarter or something like that. But I would say, if you don't have to physically talk to them, save it until you get on port, or just try using, if you have an iPhone and you have the internet, iMessage is always free, so you can talk and text to your heart's content. But just wait till you get to port, and they should, if your cell phone provider has it, they can do international, where you have like, instead of 5G, you might have 3G or 4G or something like that.
Right. But you definitely got to make sure you pay attention and exactly with your cell phone provider what you have, because literally that was one of the downfalls of our first cruise. I mean, where were we at? we were in Nassau, just texting and calling everybody and FaceTime, and got back, our cell phone bill was literally over $600.
Oh, it ain't that much time. I'll talk to y'all when I get back.
Right. So, I mean, that was definitely a live and learn process. But most cell phone carriers, I know, we have Verizon. So I know once we in Mexico, we good, because it's freezing. Yeah, with US and Mexico. So
yeah, it works. When I go, I have T-Mobile. When I go to Bahamas, Mexico, all the other ports, they will send you a text message and say, you got this. So that's a way to make sure you don't have a big cell phone bill.
Yeah.
Tell people don't call you. Tell them call me when I get back.
Right.
What we going to talk about? What I'm doing? Nope. Call me later.
Sorry about that. I was sharing this out. I do want to take the time. Hey, Anthony on the move. I've never seen you here before. If this is your first time here, please do me a favor. Consider subscribing to the channel. We got two knowledgeable, as y'all can see right now, we got two knowledgeable content creators in here. Shai said she's never been on a cruise. Beauty Boss by Jamie says she's never been on a cruise. So, man, you know, and I guarantee you, if you listen to Dre, Tripping with Dre and Michelle, if you listen to Edna's World, you're going to want to go on a cruise. And what I like about their channels is everything that y'all are hearing to say. If everything y'all are hearing right now, if you go to their channels, this is stuff not only have they put out in an informational video, and I'm serious, I'm getting chills because I'm subscribed to both of them, I watch both of them, but they vlog and show you in action everything that they've talked about, which leads me to my next question. Y'all be going live and stuff on the cruise, but then I hear you don't have good Wi-Fi. So how do you get around that if you want to go live? Or how do you get around that?
Oh, I always get the premium only if I know that live streaming is something I want to do. Well, you can't, you have to get premium. You know, the social media package with Carnival only lets you get on Instagram and Facebook and stuff like that. So if you get the premium, you can get on to like streaming apps, and it's really just the luck of the draw. I've never had major problems with internet. I've always been able to do that. Sometimes you can just find a good spot and you're like, okay, this is a good spot on the ship.
Right.
So this is where I'm going to dedicate doing my live. Some people like to do it in their cabins because they don't want to get copyright and stuff like that. But like for me, I know like as a monetized channel, sometimes you got to take one for the team.
Right.
And that's how I am. I would rather show you the live sail away with all that copyrighted music so people can see what it's like and that have that video not be monetized, but I'm still getting revenue from channel views and stuff like that. But a lot of people will rather do it somewhere else on the ship so you don't have the music. I'm more of a what's happening, you know, we go live like when we did Groupcation after our port day, we went live from the bar on Lido's, music everywhere. But that's where people are more engaged. You know what I mean? So it all depends on a good spot. If I'm uploading from the ship, then I usually find a good spot up in the back somewhere where the Wi-Fi is really good, so I can upload a video for the next day. So a trial and error. And I have been cut off many times from a live stream. The Wi-Fi is like, nah, you done. But then, you know, but you know what? Sometimes you try to go to another area, and if your people rock with you, they're gonna wait and see if you come back. If not, it's all good. You got a little bit of time in. But definitely if live streaming from the ship is something you want to do, then you're gonna have to pay for the premium. But
$18 a day.
Yeah, but it'll come back to you in other ways. You know, sometimes you just gotta pay for what you want to do.
Yeah.
But
I want to take the time real quick to thank Keisha's. I want to thank Keisha's Comedy Set for this $4.99 super chat. Appreciate you, Keisha. Appreciate you. And I didn't want to do that because I've been having issues with trying to do these sound bites and stuff since I was a StreamYard. But thank you so much for that super chat. Now, here's a question. I don't know about everybody else, but I know one of the reasons I'm looking forward to this cruise is eating. And I just recently learned the other day, I thought that everywhere you went, somebody told me this, and that's why we don't need to listen to some of everybody. We need to really find out people who've gone on cruises. All the food is free. You just eat all you want. And that's not the case.
Most of it.
Yeah, most of it, but no, that's not the case. No.
Because I want to go to the steakhouse, and I found out that's not free.
No. Like $35, right? Is it 40?
No, it's like 50.
Is it? I don't know. I haven't been to the steakhouse in a while. I'm going this time, but I use onboard credit.
So how do y'all plan y'all meals? Because here's my vision, my perception. It's 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 people on a cruise ship, and it's only so many restaurants. And I just envision everything being packed, regardless, unless it's late at night. So how do y'all plan y'all dining? I mean, if you go here and it's full, you go somewhere else, or how do y'all do it?
Well, usually with they call specialty restaurants on cruises. So with things like that, especially with the steakhouse, that's something that you will have to kind of what's the word, reserve in advance, or reserve that time. So once you reserve that time, that's your time to go. So usually I wouldn't look at the steakhouse being busy like that.
See, Dre, that's what I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about the other places. Forget the steak.
No,
I'm thinking about
the other places. It can, especially on like elegant night in the main dining rooms. It does get busy, even though on the app it says you have 10-minute, have a 10-minute wait, or you have a 5-minute wait. You can literally get down there and still have to wait another 10, 15, 20 minutes. I mean, it just depends on how busy it is. But for the most part, they're pretty good on the scheduling. With the main dining rooms. But I mean, it's one of those things you really just can't. You really can't just plan. It's whatever you feel it, whatever you feeling like that day, especially planning your meals. Someday you may want to go to the dining room. Someday you may just want to go to the buffet. Someday you just may, I just want a sandwich from the deli. It just depends on how you feeling that day. So
also, sorry.
No, go ahead, please, man. I'm so.
When you first book, you have your choice of early dining, late dining, or your time dining. So you can decide if you want to eat at 6:15 every day in the main dining room, or 8:15, or you can pick your time, meaning you can go anywhere from like 5:30 to 9 o'clock, something like that. So if you pick a specific time, 6 o'clock or 8 o'clock, then you would go and you would sit at the same table, have the same wait staff every single night. So you can decide if you want to do that. If you pick your time, you reserve it in the app, and then they say, okay, come here, and they're going to take you to whatever table is available. Places like Guy's Burger or the buffet, you go when it's open, and yeah, you might have to wait in line for a few, but typically it moves. It keeps moving. They have pizza, which is usually always in line, no matter what time of day you go.
Right.
But if you want that pizza, you're just gonna wait for it. Or like they have the seafood shack, which is really good, and you can get some crab legs and stuff like that. And that's sort of, you just go up and order, and they cook it to order. Or like the deli, like Dre said. So you can get room service. It's a lot of different places. So waiting to eat isn't that bad.
No.
Here's a question I got for y'all. Like, one of my biggest problems when I was in the Navy, and now I'm really thinking about the everyday average person, but I wasn't in no calm waters. We were in I've been through probably in my life, about 35 plus typhoons. I've been through the eyes of storms. Do a lot of people get seasick on these cruises?
I wouldn't tell you no. I mean,
do y'all get seasick? Do y'all get seasick?
No, we have been on cruises that has been, we've been in rough waters, and you heard the hangers in the closet clinking, and the fan that we had in our room fell off the dresser, and so it's been some rough waters. I ain't gonna lie, but far as being sick, no. And everybody's different, but Michelle she wears the patch all the time, and that seems to help her, but I don't wear all that patch. There was one time that the same time when the water was rough and the fan fell off, that day I did feel that I did feel myself kind of getting woozy a little bit, and I didn't have a patch, so I did end up going down to the gift shop and buying one of those wrist things, and that helped. But other than that, no, I ain't been sick.
I've gotten dizzy a couple of times where it's like sit down or lay down for a minute until it calms down a little bit, but never to the point where it's coming out.
No.
I've never seen anybody get that sick.
Because that was a concern I had, because I've been really seasick.
That's my rice.
I've been really seasick. I've been in waters that were terrible. I mean, I've been in waters where I can't see this happening to a cruise ship, but the water was coming off the bow of the ship.
Oh
The
yeah,
ship,
yeah. Y'all was in waters like that because y'all had to be. Y'all had
yes,
to be in there. But
hey,
no,
Trey,
cruises. I mean, if it's rough waters, the captains are real good about steering us out of harm's way, that sort of type of thing. But I mean, some days I promise you, I mean, some cruises, and like I said, every cruise is different. Some cruises it be the weather is perfect, but man, sometimes I've seen cruises, the pool sitting on the Lido deck, and you just see all the water from the pool just emptying out because the cruise
right.
is rocking back and forth. So, it get crazy out there sometime out there.
And this one thing I want to put out to people too. One thing, like what Dre was saying, I would never wear the patch because in the Navy they call it. Y'all figure this out. I'm not gonna say it. If I was on the Points Blank experience, I may say it, but they call it the P patch. I let y'all figure it out. And anytime I go into the bathroom peeing either. So I would never wear that patch. I would always, and I wouldn't do nothing because I made a mistake, and I'm putting this out for a reason. If you think you're gonna get sick and you decide you want to take some Dramamine, don't wait until you get sick. It's too late. You have to do it before. I took some once I got sick and I got sicker. So, and I've been seasick to the point where I had to literally kind of what Edna was saying. I went and laid down. I would say out of 4 times I went out to sea, out of 5 times I went out to sea, I got sick 4 times. But we were in, like, going from San Diego to Hawaii is some of the worst water I've ever been in. But I don't see this on being on a cruise ship because typically they stay in shallow waters or hug the coast, as we used to say in the Navy. But so I had that said now. So I kind of went from how you get ready for the cruise and start packing now. One of the things I'm going back to packing and getting my clothes ready. And I'm sure both of y'all have answers to this. I'm thinking, let's say I'm in a tropical situation. We're going to the Caribbean, so I'm thinking nice weather. But is it cold on the ship? Should I pack? See, Edna know where I'm going with this.
It be cold. It's cold in a lot of, like, the restaurants be cold. The
comedy
club, the main
club, yeah.
Sometimes if you're a cold natured person like I am, I always bring a sweater.
Yeah, or a hoodie or something. Yeah.
Yeah, bring a hoodie or something like that if you want to have it on hand just in case. But some people don't get cold, but I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was thinking like, man, I'm gonna be going to we're going Nassau, Bahamas, and Half Moon Cay or something like that. I've never been to these places. I joined the Navy to go to Bahamas, never made it, so I'm excited about that. But I was wondering, like, okay, you're on a ship. I know on the ships I was on, it was always freezing. So kind of wanted to put that out in case people think, I'm just going to take sandals and shorts.
Yeah, it'll be warm when you get where we're going. In a lot of places, especially at night on the ship, it'll be chilly.
Mm-hmm.
So always good to have a long sleeve just in case.
Now, and y'all, just because I'm asking questions, please, y'all, if y'all think of anything that y'all think people may know as a first-time cruiser, please just interrupt. This is right now, we're on the Tripping with Dre and Michelle and the Edna's World show. Rod just happened to be here. I'm just telling y'all right now. I'm just here because I got some questions, but this is y'all's show. And if y'all in the comments got any questions, put a little ship or something in front of it. Or I should see it because it's not a lot of comments. But so I need to bring some clothes that ain't just warm weather clothes. I need to bring some stuff for being interior inside or inside the skin of the ship. Now,
if you drink soda, you can bring on a case of canned sodas. You could bring on a bottle of wine or champagne. If you drink, you can bring snacks if you want to. Late night, sometimes you want some Swedish fish and a bag of chips. So bring the type of snacks that you like. That's something that you can always bring on. Just like comfort stuff that you like. And I would also say, just in general, as a first-time cruiser, just be ready to step out of your comfort zone enjoying stuff. Like that's something that I'm always preaching. Like, don't be so caught up on, I don't like Broadway shows. Go see the show. You might like it, especially if it's your first time cruising. You know, I'm a big trivia. I like to go to the trivias. I love to go to karaoke, can't sing a note, but I'm still up there. And I love to just make a complete fool of myself. So if if I can get up on the stage, put me up on the stage. I want to play the games. I want to do this or that. It's almost like a goal now.
Yeah.
How can I get up there? Because it's fun. Get out, step out of what you think you want.
Yeah.
Especially on these Facebook groups, because oh my gosh, in these groups they will be like, this is boring, this is dumb. No, you might actually like it. So
yeah, your cruise is what you make it. If it's your experience. Okay, now you on the ship, you have all these things at your disposal. Now, you will have an itinerary every day of what's going on the ship. So it's what you make it. You create your own experience. Like I said, you ain't got to follow the crowd or wherever they're going. If the crowd going somewhere and you be like, man, I wanna go to this trivia. Go to that trivia. Create your own experience. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I'm telling you, you make that experience, man. You gonna love it. And that's getting the most out of your vacation.
Well, don't y'all judge me because I'm about to turn all the way up. Don't y'all judge me. I'm telling you.
My vlogs. I'm
gonna be all over the place. I'm gonna be all over. I already know how I am.
Veronica's still here. Have you seen me and her together?
I've seen y'all together, and I've seen Edna on her wind down Wednesdays, and they be in a damn house having so much fun. So I can't imagine Edna on a cruise.
No judgment zone, no judgment.
And that's what I'm saying. So don't be judging me.
Yeah. Don't nobody I mean, y'all didn't see it, but on the cruise in March, me and V was on the cruise together, but y'all didn't see it. I hate I didn't get it on camera, but I was sitting. When we just got on the ship. Me and Michelle was in. We was in the buffet eating, but my back was turned to the walkway. So all of a sudden, all I hear was all in my ear. She come behind me, blowing that whistle, blowing that whistle in my ear. People looking and laughing or whatever. But I mean, hey, it was a good moment, even though I was trying to figure out what the heck was going on. But I mean, hey, but that's how we do when we get together. It's like a family reunion, man.
And I'm looking at this, Annie and Spence. I've never seen you here before. Thank you for tuning in to Points Blank Travel Live, PBT Live. Spence. Please consider subscribing to the channel. It's that little black button down there. It's free $99. I want to do more stuff like this. I talk a lot about points and miles and how to travel for free, but now I'm ready to travel. The accumulation time is over. I'm ready and I like to. Again, y'all, if I say this too much, I apologize in advance, but it is a blessing to have Edna from Edna's World and Dre from Trippin' and Dre, Michelle here. I could have done this live talking about no first time cruising. If nobody would have joined me, I'm like, okay, what am I going to talk about? I don't even know. I don't even know what I'm doing. So thank them for being here. And it says better to participate than complain. Now, this is what I'm about to say. Meet and I said, right, Dre. And I've heard Anwar say this a few times since this Meet and I cruise has been planned out. If you have a boring cruise because you're a boring person, it's mad stuff to do. You got to make it your own. Yo, I can't imagine, even though I know I'm going to have certain emotions, because like one of the things I've been wanting to do instead of worrying about, am I going to get seasick, or worrying about, are the lines going to be long at the restaurants, or worrying about, thank God I'm going with all these people, because I can't even imagine getting from the hotel to the port and getting on the ship. I'd be all confused. But thankfully, I have all these people that just follow behind like a little puppy. But one of the things I've been wanting to do, and I never could do for 20 years, I always wondered, I think we did it once, don't y'all tell nobody, but I always wanted to get drunk on the ship. Not drunk, but to get a buzz. We couldn't do that. So, man, how do people manage? Because I'm a firm believer, if you go to a barbecue or a party, and the more fun you're having, the more you tend to drink. The more drinks you will pour. At least people I know. How do you manage your intake? Dre, do you drink?
Yes. And that was one of the mistakes I made on my first cruise. Well, my first couple cruises, like, man, especially that first day, like, toe up. I mean, toe up but I mean, you tend to drink because you're excited. I'm on a cruise ship. I'm amongst people that I love, and you're celebrating. I ain't at work. I mean, I'm on vacation. But man, it definitely catches up with you, especially that long walk to your cabin at night at the end of the night. So you definitely, and I tell people, yeah, go ahead and drink, pace yourself. Now, my sister V, she has no drink filter. So
I'll be coming for
we know she has no drink filter. So I mean, what you see is what you're gonna get. That's her. That's her human nature. But to each his own. But I just can't do that no more. So I learned to pace it out. That's why I don't get the drink package. Michelle can't really drink as much as she used to. So it really doesn't do us any good to get the drink package. So I'd rather just pay for my few drinks every day. But no, because I know if I had the drink package, then it'll be over. But no.
Oh, Dre, I'm gonna have a drink package. I guess. Hey, Dre, I guess it's just gonna be over for me because I'm gonna have a drink. It's gonna be over for Rob.
It's definitely just knowing your limits. It's you see once you feel yourself getting to the point where you're getting drunk, or making sure you're surrounding yourself with people that are not going to let you do something crazy. I know whoever I'm cruising with, if I'm getting tore up, my people got my back. Even if they drunk, we just two drunks in the hallway looking crazy. But you also know you got to know how you can handle yourself when you're intoxicated. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I know myself as a drunk person, so I know what to do in that sense. You know what I mean? So you would be able to know how you act when you're drunk. But then it's just have a good time.
And I definitely got to be around you when you
over the rail. That's all. Your job is not to go overboard.
I'm not. When I'm drinking, I ain't even going outside. I don't care. Unless I
ain't going outside. Got to be outside,
No, you know what, Dre? Hey, for all the people that don't know, I can't swim. I was in the Navy 20 years. I can't swim. I can't swim solo, so I damn sure ain't gonna try it lit up.
But you're in the middle of the deck. You ain't gonna be nowhere near the side.
Right.
But now, you're gonna be in the middle.
Here's a fear that I have. Well,
don't tell me we're gonna have to get you a chaperone.
No, I don't need no chaperone either. But yeah, here's a fear that I have, man.
We got you.
Here's a fear that I have, because these ships aren't small. Y'all say the smaller ships, the bigger ship, but for a first-time cruiser, these ships are huge, and then you all lit up. And I'm worried about not being able to find my room, like just joy walking, just. Man, because I've seen some videos that some y'all done, some vlogs, other people done that, and I've seen people and they wouldn't even lit up. They just couldn't even find their damn room. Now, and y'all don't y'all judge me. Hey, y'all see what Veronica said right here, Life with V? Please don't judge me. I like when I go on a vacation. This ain't sitting in no little studio and then I have a good time. For the people that went to Dallas meetup, me and I, your favorite couple, came about. They'll tell you I like to have a good time. I have had so much fun where I get on an elevator and just be sitting here and wondering why I ain't moving. It's because I ain't even pressed what floor I'm trying to go to.
Yeah, that's drunk. That's drunk.
Like, no, I was drunk. I walked up there, Dre, but I'm like, damn, why I ain't got to my floor yet? I looked down and I said, well, guess ain't none of the lights lit up. No, floor 3, 4, 9, none of them lit up. I'm like,
all you have to do is just do your best to remember your cabin number. When you get to your floor, one side, the wall say odd, the other say even.
Even, so right.
And I'm going to be on there with MapQuest on. I'm going to be right.
And then you got to remember, are you in the front or the back? But let me tell you something. I've been on 20 cruises, and I still be like, wait, is this the front or is this the back?
Right.
Matter every time, and I'll be completely going the wrong way. That was the one thing I liked about Norwegian. They got fish on the floor, and they swim forward, so you know you're going to the front. But, like, you just got to... It's all on a wing and a prayer.
Hold up. Tell me that tip again, because that tip ain't gonna work for Rob. But tell me that tip again. So You if the if the fish is swimming,
That's on Norwegian, not on Carnival.
but I don't care what's it, because in order for me to see the fish, I got to go outside here. So I'm back in. I'm really woke off now.
It was in the hallways.
Oh man, hey, I like that though. That's smart. I never thought of that. Yeah, the fish don't swim backwards, but
yeah,
I guess I enjoy walking because I ain't going outside.
Look at the wall. Are you odd or even? That's where you start, and then you just keep going till you find it. Decorate your door.
You know, no, I ain't heard about decorating them doors because I did.
No, just put some.
Not a pineapple. Not a pineapple.
You get some unexpected visitors that decorate your door. Hey, I don't want to be over there like I done moved in. Got Halloween mask on my door now. Oh, hey, Edna, that might not help either. But you know what, your boy?
I'm gonna make you a sign. It's gonna say, "Rod, this is your cabin." I'm gonna put it on your cabin.
I just sit in the hallway till somebody see me, know me, come help me out. Man, thank y'all for being here. Skip doesn't have an Uber, and I'm not carrying you. Figure it out on get our horses. And Edward know because I'm in New York or LA or San Diego somewhere. Like last night, I was booking my hotel for San Diego. And if anybody know about San Diego, I found a deal of a lifetime at the Hotel del Coronado, which is an expensive hotel in San Diego. You familiar with that, Dre? You can count a Hotel Del on Coronado Island.
Yeah.
I found that joint last night for 90,000 points. I was about to book it, and I told my daughter, my youngest daughter, she was like, "Well, no, go ahead, you can book it, but you get a rental car to go with it because I'm not driving all the way over there." Y'all may not know I'm cheap, man. That's why I do points and miles. I'm cheap. I was like, never mind. I'll stay over here at the casino or something. But so, Edna, you're famous for this Edna's bar crawl. What day is that? Because that's what I'm really looking forward to. But
I think it's on the C day.
C day. Oh, that's the day. Okay. Well, because that's the day I plan on doing a lot of sleeping after that.
Whatever day we wearing the shirts. Yeah, it's the bar crawl. It's a lot of fun, and you know what? It's a great way to get to know the people that you're sailing with. And every time I do it, I try to have like a game. It started with like a poker bar crawl. So we would play poker during the bar crawl. And then, then we were doing something else. Last year we did some, Minute to Win It.
Yeah.
That was the first time
Jello shots.
That was a lot of fun. I really thought about doing that one for June, but I don't know, because it was a lot of fun. But, the goal is like we go to every bar. And every bar we spend maybe 10 to 15 minutes at each bar. And at each bar, there's some kind of game that we're going to play. And it involves drinking. It involves just talking to people. Usually I'll have people say who they are, where they're from, if they don't know each other, stuff like that. It's a way to really get people to interact with each other. And get drunk in the process. If you have the drink package, it's really good because you can get a drink at every bar. Some people buy a drink at every bar. I usually try to have some kind of drink on hand for people if they want to take a sip at a bar, but they don't have the drink package, or they might not spend a lot of money on drinks. So people can engage in it, but I don't know everybody's financial situation, but I want you to still come and have fun and be able to drink whether you got your own drinks or not, So on Groupcation last year, we brought a bottle. My battery about to die. We bought a bottle on board, so we were using that. We had these little mini Jello shots.
Man.
So we're hoping to get those on board again, because that was really a good way to just have everybody be able to get. I'm toying right now between what we're going to play. I got two things in mind and I can't decide. But so we start at the Lido deck and work our way down. So that way people can walk down the steps or they can get on the elevator, and we just hit every bar. And it's just a lot of fun. And then as along the way, people are just like, they having fun. What they doing? Sometimes we pick up people along the way and like, come on, we don't care. Just come on and have fun with us. So it'll be a good time.
One thing I'm looking forward to, I know it's going to be plenty of people to kick it with and make memories with from the Meet and I cruise, but I'm also looking forward to meeting some of the people that aren't part of the Meet and I cruise. So when y'all go on cruises, do y'all have a lot of random people that just come up to you?
All the time.
Especially if you have your YouTube search.
Before YouTube, you meet the crazy, you like not craziest, but if you're a person who's easy to talk to, people will talk to you. People will come sit down. Sometimes if you're cruising like one or two people, they put you together at dinner with people and you meet people that way. But I will say, since doing cruise vlogs, oh, it's a whole different ball game.
You're right.
And it's just like, let's go. Here we are. We're talking. You will spend a lot of time just talking to random strangers. It's a lot of fun because you meet so many people from all walks of life, and it's a lot of fun. And you'll just become friends throughout the cruise.
Yeah.
It trickles into, oh, let's be Facebook friends or something like that. And next thing you know, you're like, you might could be on another cruise together or whatever. Everybody knows my famous Maggie, who's one of my moderators. And this is, a 68-year-old white lady from Ohio that I met on a cruise in 2020. And she just vibed with us so well. We just love her to death. And we've been on 3 vacations together since. So you just never know who you're going to meet.
It's funny, and I want to thank the 20 real homies that are in here right now. Again, in case you don't know, I am your boy Rod, and I want to thank y'all for being on Point Blank Travel Live. And we are joined by Dre from Tripping with Dre and Michelle Edna from Edna's World, both longtime cruisers. When I had Edna on the Point Blank Experience, I introduced her as the queen of cruising. So it is an honor to have both of y'all here. Thank y'all again. I'm reading this comment from Meet and I. Put them pineapples up. It means you're new. Yeah, okay. I already figured. Thank God I go to these live streams because I found out what the pineapple meant.
Knocking on your door.
And I'm trying to set you up, huh?
I know he is, man. I already know what it means, though. PBT live on IG from the hallway. Yeah. If I can't find my room, I'm probably gonna be live. Hey, we got Ashley. Ashley has a Facebook group right now. I'm sure you have to be invited. Talking about this same cruise that we're going on. It's not for the Meet and I cruise. Meet and I have a separate one, but Ashley created a group on there. Anwar invited me to join from Meet and I joined, and it's a lot of cool people in there. So it's already a lot of cool people that's going to be there outside of the Meet and I cruise. Ashley, do your boy a favor. There's a little black button down there that says subscribe. Show your boy some love. Hit that subscribe button. Hit the thumbs up. Hit the
group.
Huh?
I said no. She has a Facebook group for our sailing.
Yeah, it's for that same sailing. I forgot the name of it. I'm sure you probably got to get invited, but Anwar invited me, and I only went in and introduced myself. I didn't do too much communicate, but yeah, I forgot how many people in the group, but it's quite a few. And I'm looking forward to meeting everybody, man. And yeah, I might have to take your advice, Dre. I might have to get a chaperone, but I really don't want a lot of people knowing one thing about me, when I'm on a vacation, I like to sleep in. So I don't need nobody knocking on my door talking about, hey, man, let's go at 8 o'clock in the morning.
No, ain't nobody going to do that.
No.
I don't need no bunch of people knowing where I'm staying at. Because now, so Edna, you got a suite for this cruise.
Yes.
Correct?
Yeah. Only because my sister wanted.
Dre, you have a suite for this cruise?
No, I actually, I had one, but then I downgraded.
That's what I thought.
I downgraded.
I was going to downgrade. So,
yeah.
A first-time cruiser. Forget, I didn't do it the right way, and I got cold feet. I got cheap feet. I didn't get cold feet. I got cheap feet. I wanted to downgrade my room to the lowest one possible, but talking to Anwar and looking at the stuff, it didn't make sense. What type of room should a first-time cruiser, I'm saying room, what type of cabin should a first-time cruiser get? I mean, are there really, it's almost a dumb question, but it's not. Are there really huge differences between interior and ocean view and balcony?
It depends. It is. If you want to be in the dark or if you want to have some sunlight.
So which one is the dark?
The inside room.
I think getting a cabin is definitely just a preference, like, and budget. It depends what you want to spend your money on. Like, I'm not a cabin connoisseur. I've been, I'm fine with an inside cabin on deck 1. I'm fine with a balcony on deck 12. It doesn't matter. It just depends who I'm going with. If they want a specific type, that's why I'm in a suite now. My sister wanted suite. When I travel like with Veronica, she wants a balcony. If I'm going with Jocelyn, she's fine with it inside. So like, it all depends on what you want to spend your money on, how much you think you're going to get out of, your cruise. Like, I love a balcony, sure, and I go out there, but I don't have to get one every time. I'm perfectly fine with an inside cabin.
Now, does a suite come with a balcony, Edna? Because I don't care about
yes.
Usually, yeah, I guess it also depends where on the ship too, because some of them just have like the big window towards the front, but mostly, yeah, they'll have a balcony.
If I go to the balcony, y'all, I'm gonna crawl out there. If I'm on my knees, I ain't got no chances of falling over, but I'm gonna crawl out there and then climb up to my seat and sit down and
So,
crawl.
you got a balcony by yourself? I mean, a suite by yourself?
Yeah.
We know who got the money.
Right? We got
Points blank paid. That's a new channel.
No, man. Trust me, Dre. I tried to backpedal, but I waited too late. I Anwar, man, is it too late to get one of them balconies? And then they had an ocean view. They ocean view room looked good to me. I was like, Anwar, is it too late to get an ocean view? But I waited so late. It was only like a couple $100. I might as well keep the suite.
Yeah, it really just depends. Like, now I would rather go cheap on the room and then have more money for the casino and, buying liquor. But that's what I like. I like to drink. I like to gamble. And the people say, oh, you get it, you're not in the cabin only to sleep or eat. That's not true for me. I like to spend time in my cabin, chilling. When I'm tired of talking to people, I'm gonna go sit in my cabin, chill out for a little bit. And I don't care about what kind of cabin it is, but you just have to decide what it is where you want to split your money up.
I got a question for both of y'all. Well, I kind of know the answer now, but I didn't know. And I'm sure there are several people out there that probably thought like I did. Cash means nothing on a cruise. Is that correct?
Only in the casino.
And if you want to tip your steward.
Yeah.
We always every cruise we get at least $200 in cash, and I put it in this folder thing I have. I always keep on, but at least $200, at least $100 in ones, and keep that, because those are the that's the money you're gonna be tipping with. If you're gonna buy some souvenirs.
Dre, where you get these $100 at ones? Because last time I had $100 in ones, I was going to the strip club. So where do I get these $100?
That's what I call it, my strip club money. Actually, from the last cruise, it's been sitting on my desk for the last. I had $1 left from the last cruise, and I guess I'm gonna spend it on the Meet Not cruise. But yeah, always, $100. One cruise, I went and got a bunch of $2 bills. Just trying to be fancy with it, but $200 in cash, some fives, just small bills. You know what I'm saying? That would get you through.
Go to the bank before you leave. If you do a cash account, then you can put money in when you're getting on the ship, or when you get on there, you can do they have a kiosk. You can put your cash in there, and that's for onboard stuff. If you choose to purchase stuff on board, but yeah, actual cash, you would only use like in the casino, or if you're giving out tips to people on board. But like at the bar, you can either, if you give an extra tips, it's usually better to give them cash instead of jotting it down, but it's up to you.
I like that. And that's what I was going to say. And then even, I'm glad I asked this question, because Shai Sarai said, so you can't buy drinks with cash on a cruise. And that's I thought you could use it.
Sign and sell, your sign and sell card is all you need.
But see, I like y'all's idea about this cash code. If I gotta sit there and count a bunch of ones, I ain't gonna count that many, because when I'm not being cheap. But it is so easy when you use a card or credit card and you write down $6 or $8 tip or $12 tip. You just writing it in. You ain't think about how much money you spending. But if I gotta count it out, I'm gonna be more cognizant of how much. I don't want to over tip. That's what I'm saying. Because there's been times I got $2 worth of service and tipped $20. Because I felt guilty, So I kind of like that idea, but so cash. Now, what are, for a first-time cruiser? I like what Edna said earlier. You go to the shows, because I'm not a show dude. Like, I've never been to a show in Las Vegas. I've been to all the casinos, but I want to go to this love and marriage show. Um, what's y'all's favorite show? Like what Edna and Dre, what are you, when y'all go on a cruise, what are y'all favorite shows that y'all attend? I mean, or do you have a favorite? Or you just go to all of them, or how do you find time to even do that? If you like, I'm going to party.
How do you find time? I mean, you ain't got nothing but time. You're on a ship.
No, Dre, I'm going to party, man. I'm going. This is my vision, y'all. Cause I'm not gonna say nosy, but I like to kick it. So I got Dre and Michelle, I got Etna's World, I got Life with V, I got Meet and I got Your Favorite Couple, I got Kayla Marr, I got Locked In with the Wilsons, I got Keeping Up with the Griffins, and I ain't gonna name everybody on the cruise, but I got all these different people I can go hang out with individually and get to know them. When am I gonna have time to go over here and see the magician play a magic trick?
Be surprised how much stuff you can get into and
Really? Really?
When you download the app, or even if you want it in paper and you go to the desk and you get the fun times and you see everything that's on there, it's like keeping in mind you have to kind of prioritize. So if there's the Love and Marriage show is usually just one time on the cruise, so it might be like 7:00. So you need to look and see what else is going on. If there's karaoke at 7, you just know that usually that's going to be 2 or 3 times on the cruise. So you can go to karaoke another day. I like the stage shows, which are usually done twice, one early and one late. So you can pick that time. I like the singing and the dancing. I'm not really big on the Love and Marriage show. It's not one of my favorites. So I usually don't go to the Love and Marriage show. So I'm finding something else to do. I love trivia. And it's like when we was on Groupcation, we had Princess Keys Day. And now I'm literally the host of Groupcation, but that same morning they had Friends trivia. Me and Kaya from Just Kaya TV, love the TV show Friends. We was like, we're going to go to Friends trivia. We didn't get off the ship till like 11 because we wanted to go to trivia for the Friends. So you just have to decide what it is that you want to do. Veronica, yes, the Welcome Aboard show. I love the Welcome Aboard show. And that's usually the first night when you get on the ship at like 10:00, something like that, 9:30. So that's always good for a first-time cruiser, is to go to the Welcome Aboard show, because you'll get to meet the cruise director. You'll see a bunch of the different entertainers, and it kind of gets you hyped up for the cruise. So that's one I would recommend a first-time cruiser go to, the Welcome Aboard show. As far as talking, like, there will be so many random times you have to talk to people. If you get up and go to the buffet in the morning, you're going to see people from the group. Go sit down with them and talk to them. I remember on Groupcation, it was probably like the day before the last morning, me and JT were sitting on the Lido having breakfast. And Michelle from Triple with Dre, Michelle, she saw us and she came over. And the 3 of us sat there and talked for almost an hour. And it was just a random conversation. You know what I mean? So it's like there'll be plenty of times that you will be able to talk to everybody. And then it'll be like, oh, I was going to go here to the club. If you want to go party, the mega deck party. They always have a mega deck party. So you go do that. And then after the party, okay, let's go do something else. This is the times late at night, maybe 10:00. You randomly see people from the group. Somebody got a deck of cards. Let's play cards. Somebody bring some dominoes. Let's play dominoes up on the Lido deck because ain't nobody up here. So it's so many different times that you have that you can do so many things on the ship that you'll be surprised.
Yeah, especially on a group cruise. And Etna's World was Etna's Groupcation was my first group cruise. And in a perfect world, you think, you're going on a group cruise and, you're going to, everybody going to hang out and everybody going, but it's not necessarily the case. You're going to find 1 or 2 people that, you really gel with, and y'all just, you just kick it. Y'all have, like Edna said, just random conversations, and, and those relationships build from there. So you just never know. Me and V's relationship started over a conversation that I wasn't really in. I kind of butt myself in, but I was trying to help my sister Kai out, give her some good wisdom instead of that old devilish wisdom V was trying to give her. But we have this. Me and V has this love-hate relationship, brother-sister relationship, and it just stemmed from that. We didn't go and just say, "Hey, I'm Dre," but it was just one of those things, man. So I mean, like I said, in the perfect world, you think everybody would jail in it. Maybe they will, but you just you find one or two people that you just really find yourself love to hang around and kick it with.
Now I got two questions before. Well, I'm gonna ask them separately, but now one of my favorite parts of a cruise, even though I ain't never been on one, but one of my favorite parts when I watch Edna's vlogs or Dre and Michelle's vlogs or your favorite couple vlogs or Meet and I is the Lido deck, the Cellaway. Is it a party on the Lido deck every day or just that one day?
Just that one. Well, just that one day when you first get on the ship, probably around 4 or 5 o'clock or so. But when the ship is about to sail, and sometimes the ship still don't sail, but they still have the Lido deck party. When everybody comes, to the Lido deck, and you'll see people wrapped around the ship on the upper decks as well, and just have a good time. Now, depending on, I don't know who's the cruise director for this particular cruise. Anybody know? So, and then that's the other thing. The cruise director kind of sets the tone for the cruise as well. We've been on a couple ships that the cruise director was just all right, but this last cruise we just got off, we had the man, what was his name? Chris, the flying Scotsman, something like that. This man was so dope, and he just said, his energy and his ability to get the crowd involved was just everything, and it just made that particular party just so dope to be at. So I'm just, that Lido deck party is lit. So you definitely want to be at that. Don't miss the Lido deck party.
I'm gonna be there. I'm just trying to go to a Lido deck party every day. I'm gonna be at the main one, but I want to go to
one every day now.
And they usually they'll have a mega deck party,
right?
On the Lido deck, but then they also have nightly parties at the club, so you can always do that also.
I'm gonna be at the club now. Is the club real crowded? I don't like crowded clubs, but
it varies every time.
Well, I guess I got to go every night to see if it's crowded or not.
Yeah.
Man, y'all, see, this is why I wanted to do this. Now, in my world, and it ain't totally. I should have did this when I came back from San Diego. My Meet and I cruise just started officially today. Having Dre here, having Edna here, answering my questions. Yo, I don't even know why I got a suite, because I'd probably be sleep on the Lido deck. I don't know, man.
Hey, I did it, and V got me on camera doing it. It's so easy to do it, man. Telling you, that sun hit you right, and you sitting in those beach chairs, and you done got comfortable.
And man, nobody will bother you.
No, and nobody will bother you except for V. She'll put a camera in your face.
V, you better not be having no camera in my face, girl, but I be snoring, man. Don't have no. But so now, see, I could have saved some money, man. Where you staying at? I got a suite, but I ain't really got a suite. I'm on the Lido deck, chair number 16.
Let me find out you done slept on the Lido deck all night, huh?
Oh man, it's possible, dog. I'm telling you right now. I'm just giving y'all a heads up. It's possible.
We're gonna do it possible. We're gonna make sure you get up.
Right.
I'm telling you right now. When we had the Dallas meetup, and this is an ongoing joke with Meet and I, with Anwar Meet, they thought I didn't have a room, y'all. We stayed at the Hilton.
I charge my phone.
Oh, okay.
It's about to die.
Okay. Hey, they didn't think, Anwar and me didn't think I had a room at the Dallas meetup because I stayed down there and closed down the bar. Everybody was going to their room. Well, we'll see y'all tomorrow morning. Well, yeah, I see y'all later, man. I'm kicking it. Everybody left. And Dre, I didn't even take my luggage up to the hotel room. I had my luggage in the lobby where we were kicking it at the bar.
Right.
So they didn't think I had a room, man. Next thing I know, I'm sitting in one of them big old fancy chairs, a big leather chair, man. I'm over there like this. I woke up, whoa, I gotta go to bed, man. And then here we go. How in the world? I think this was the second night. How in the world I found the hotel wasn't big. I finally found my room and I couldn't find my damn key, the little card. Like, so I go back downstairs. Now that was the first night because I had to leave my luggage up there. I'm like, man, I'm not dragging all this stuff. So I'm just looking forward to having a good time, man.
Yeah, me too, man. It's gonna be amazing, man.
And see what me and I said. Still don't think Rod had a room. He had all this luggage in the corner seat. Man, hey yo, and I drove an hour, Dre. I drove an hour, and I had a whole damn garment bag for 2-3 days, and it was in Dallas, but it was an hour from where I live in Dallas. And your favorite couple and I live about 20-25 minutes from each other. And I was like, man, that's what I was kind of saying earlier. I was having so much fun with Coco, TTV, and Anwar and Mead and Kayla and Marcus from Kayla Mar and Afro Mix came through, the Mogul family. I was having so much fun. I don't think they was at the first. I was like, man, I don't need to go down. I'll take this luggage up when I go up. So they really didn't think. And they said, I think he went home. I know, hey, man, you ain't got to put up respectfully. Hey, Anwar, you know how we be talking stuff, man. But, yo, I like to have fun. And when there's some fun involved, man, I'll get to the room later. That's why I don't know why I got to be sweet. Hey, but if anybody else want to come up, I ain't going to be over here much longer. Speaking of which, and I meant to say this earlier, but we had 20-some people tonight, this evening. I know in about an hour and 20 minutes, Dre and I will both be on Big Daddy Beard Gaming Promotions, BDBGP. We will both be on there. I will be a judge, and Dre is going to be a contestant, dropping his beats. I forgot who he's going against.
It don't matter.
I ain't need to remember, but I will be a judge, and I'm gonna be a fair judge. But from the preliminaries, Dre already got it from the preliminaries. So tap in over there at 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. BDBGP. Let me just I don't have a link. BDBGP. This is the YouTube channel to go to. I just dropped it down there. And Dre also has a cruise, and I'm gonna give him a spotlight. Dre also has a cruise. There it is, right there. Hold, let me get through this here. Meet and I, oh my God, yeah, man. Hey, Shot, they teased me for the longest about. They still tease me. They don't think I had a room. I mean, they still say this is the same way Anwar Meat said it the first time. They said, "Rob, we don't really think you had a room." I'm like, man, I did have a room. Yo. And PBT will sleep through breakfast. Yep, I did. I slept through the brunch. I slept through the last brunch we had. Didn't nobody wake me up, man. They told me they're going to look out for me. And here's the link where Dre will be on tonight as a contestant on the Battle of the Beats on Big Daddy Beard Gaming Promotion, BDBGP. I will be on the panel as a judge. So I'm not going to be on here much longer so I can get some kind of rest before then. Probably won't eat nothing because I get that itis.
Yeah, it's gonna be dope, man. It's like the guy I'm going against. He's already won on the episode, so it's like the challenger versus the champion, I guess. But
oh, really? I didn't know that. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, but it's gonna be. I'm telling you, man. And then the difference with my production is I don't just program stuff. You know, in the beats, the music you gonna hear tonight. I mean, I'm on all the keys and stuff, the pianos and the organs and stuff that you're gonna hear. I'm playing that live. You know, it ain't nothing programmed. So you know that I'm like you'll see. No, I said I ain't a big man.
Are you excited about it, Dre? You excited?
I'm excited, man. You know, just I've been producing and engineering music for over 22 years now, man. So this is my first ever beat battle or what you want to call it, man. So I'm excited, man. Then just to be able to do it in front of all my peers, man, and how the support of my peers, my community, my YouTube peers, man, this is gonna be dope. I can't wait.
Meet and I said Dre will also for the music director, we filming on the cruise. We're blessed with that. Yes. So,
yeah, man, I'm excited about that. I get to score the film.
Wow. And I'm telling you right now, man, I'm looking forward to that. And I'm gonna ask Dre a question because he does have an event coming up in October. I want him to shed more light on. Hey, we got my main man, the other half, and I am half of this. Josh Van Horn is in the house. Josh, I was just talking to you, talking about you to Bella last night. I was like, man, I got to get in touch with Josh. And I see now what's going on. I think I was waiting on you to call me, and you was waiting on me to call you, and neither one of us ever called. Nobody called nobody. He said, hey, Rod, I hope all is well. You never call me. PBT fam, hello all. And this is a channel I don't talk about a lot because we kind of chilled out with it because we had a lot, both of us had a lot going on. But the credit dream team is Josh Van Horn with business credit, Rod with personal credit. Josh also knows personal credit, and we come together and form the credit dream team. And we also have another channel that we really got to get launched. But I was waiting on Josh to call me. Josh was waiting on Rod to call him, and that's the crypto dudes. So outside of the 4 channels that I have on the Points Play Network, I'm also involved in 2 other channels and partnerships, the Credit Dream Team and the Crypto Dudes. So quite busy to say the least. Yeah, definitely. And I'm gonna jump down. I'm gonna jump back up. Yeah, I sent you text. Yeah, I got the text. I swore we was gonna call each other. We both said we was in my live. We said we was gonna catch up that day. But yeah, let's catch up, man. Like I'm flying to San Diego Wednesday. Let's do it tomorrow. We could even do it tonight, Josh. I got a live, and that's kind of what we're talking about. It's 7 in about an hour and 15 minutes. And then after that, I'll be free because I'm not going live again tonight. At least I don't think. What's up, Devin? Hey, Rod. He's also a channel member. Hey, what's up? Welcome in, Devin. Everybody speaking to Devin. Hey, at the Credit Dream Team and Devin Maska. I recently joined my 8th credit union, NIH. I think he was saying something about that the other day, maybe a different one. And now what I want to do right now is I'm going to give Dre has a cruise coming up. He and Michelle. And they were talking about it last night, and it was like booed up. I'm like, booed up. You got to go on there with somebody. And they was like, no, it's all Halloween. I think about the song, booed up. I got to have a boo to be on there with. I have a boo, but I got to talk into going. And now, if that's the case. But Dre, tell everybody about that if you don't mind. If you want to wait.
Oh man, no problem. So yeah, I was.
I'm gonna give you the spotlight too. I'm gonna give you the spotlight.
All right. So next October. October 20th, me and Michelle, we decided to host a group cruise. And it's a Halloween cruise. It's going to be a Halloween themed cruise. Every October, Carnival does, they decorate their cruise ship in Halloween style. So this is a Halloween cruise. I call it the booed up. Y'all catch the phrase. But our first group cruise, and it's going to be out of New Orleans, where our first Carnival cruise started was in New Orleans, and we sailed on the Carnival Glory. So we're going back to New Orleans, and that particular weekend is special because a part of the cruise, everybody that's coming, we're going to all go down to the French Quarters, and they have what you call the Crew of Boo Parade. Now, the Crew of Boo Parade, when we got down there, we didn't know what to expect. But, man, when we got out there, all you seen was lights. And it's literally a Mardi Gras-style parade. I mean, they throwing beads, candy. The floats are dressed up in, everything is done in excellence, man. And so, it literally goes through the whole French Quarter. And that particular night. So that same weekend, that Saturday night, is the Crew of Boo Parade. We're gonna go down to French Quarters and Bourbon Street and hang out. And then on that Sunday morning is the day we get on the ship. So if you're anybody interested, just let me know. Hit me up. I know we got a flyer on Instagram and our Facebook pages with the information on it. This is a 7-night cruise from New Orleans on the Carnival Liberty, October 20th through the 27th. And interior starting at $479, ocean views start at $559, balcony start at $779. And so yeah, if you're interested, just let me know. We're going to the Mahogany Bay, Belize, and Cozumel, one of our favorite, Cozumel, Mexico. So it's just going to be dope. And then one of those nights on the cruise, they always have a Halloween party. So everybody they bring, sometimes some of these costumes, I don't even know how they get on the ship, but they really go for Carnival, if you've never been on a Halloween cruise on Carnival, I'm telling you, you just don't know what you're missing. But it's dope, y'all. So y'all, if y'all interested, it's like I said, this is October 20th, 2024. So y'all got a long, ahead. I wanted to jump on this ahead of time, so y'all got plenty of time to get it paid off and let's enjoy this cruise together. Yep.
Wow, man, and I may be on their cruise too. It depends on how this one go. I'm almost hoping I don't become a cruise junkie. I'm hoping I don't, because I know I would. I tell you right now, I would love to go on. I'm definitely going on the Meet and I Cruise 2024. To answer your question, Shy, there will be one in 2024 for Meet and I wouldn't mind going on the Dre and Michelle's cruise, the Boot Up cruise, and I definitely want to go on a Groupcation cruise. So hopefully I enjoy myself on this first.
You will. I'm telling you, you're gonna be hooked, especially having, everybody around and these, your peers. I'm telling you, I'm excited right now because I know it's just gonna be up there. I'm even looking forward to Sunday. We'll be flying in, man. That's gonna be a busy day for a weekend for us because we'll be flying. We're flying from Chicago, then we going to Baltimore that Saturday. Yeah, we're going to Baltimore Friday, so we'll be flying from Chicago to Baltimore, and then getting on the plane Sunday, coming to Miami. So, but I'm excited to become to get that at Sunday, man. Just to come walk in the room and see everybody. Y'all on seen on this 16:9 YouTube block screen, and just to see y'all in person, this is gonna be dope, man.
That's and I like what Anwar Meat said last night, that Sunday was going to be the official kickoff of the Meet and I Cruise. I still have to book that flight. I procrastinate, and I know my plan is to fly in Sunday because I'm working Saturday, and I don't want to get in too late. And from the looks of it, depending on, oh man, I froze up, so I'm gonna have to change my battery. But from the looks of it, I didn't even look at it. I'm gonna have to fly into Atlanta and do a layover, which I can't stand layovers. So
me neither.
But
especially in Atlanta.
I hate that airport, man. I hate it. And so I may end up, I have a choice to either fly first class on Delta and go to Atlanta, or fly economy on American and go straight through. And I may take the economy route. I may, because I really don't want to stop, especially in Atlanta. Like Dre said, I really don't want to stop there. And what I'm going to do right now is change my battery. I'm going to keep talking, let Dre keep talking. And I do see a couple of things right now, and I'll let Dre chime in on that. Meet and I said we try to figure out if we can swing Dre and Michelle cruise. Sound like a lot of fun, and that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's going to be dope, man. I mean, New Orleans is New Orleans. It's different. New Orleans is different. I ain't gonna lie. Especially getting on Bourbon Street, but it's just so much. It's so much to do down there, man. The talent that's down there. Man, the hand grenades. That's a drink of all drinks right there, man. That you get you a hand grenade, couple hand grenades, and you gonna be good. I wish they sold those on the cruise ship, but yeah, it's gonna be.
Hey Trey, I'm looking at the next comment. And Meet and I said they can't wait to meet you. How do you feel about meeting all these different content creators for the first time on the Meet and I Cruise?
I mean, I don't. It's a surreal feeling. I remember getting on. I remember on Groupcation last year on Etna's Groupcation, and me and Michelle we were first on the ship, and I remember saying, usually when we get on the ship, we go up to the Lido deck, get something to eat. But this particular cruise, I know most of the Groupcation hadn't even got on the ship yet, so I wanted to be there right there to greet everybody. So I was literally, and those who've seen the vlog, I was there at the door when they're coming through, I was there to meet them, out to greet them coming into the ship. And it was like, you done seen, it was like, family you hadn't seen for years. And it was such a surreal feeling. And I remember I heard them counting down to getting on the ship as they coming through the gangway, and seeing everybody, and Wanston from the House of X, he saw me and started screaming, and he literally grabbed me and hugged me like, "Hey, it's Dre!"
Wow.
But and that was just, it was just a dope feeling, man. So it's like I said, I can't wait, man. And trust me, I am why the feeling is mutual, man. I thank God for the community, the YouTube community that He has blessed us with. When we first got on YouTube, we didn't know, what to expect. In these YouTube streets, we weren't trying to be like nobody else. We have our own style, our own way of doing things, and just the people that God has connected us with. We know who are genuine and who are not, and we tend to support those of the the genuine people. And so I count it a honor and a blessing, man, just to be a part of it. And yes, we didn't have to book the Meet Not Crew, but we just it's just something about them and the people that support them, and the people, because we all families, we all watch each other. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I'm ready, man. I can't wait. It's gonna be dope.
And Dre, that's what I'm looking forward to. Like, we all watch each other. And I know from the Dallas meetup, and I said it last night on Meet and I's channel, when I checked into the hotel, I started rushing whatever you call the person behind the counter person. I was like, "Can you hurry up?" Because I heard, I called D. Bryant. I said, "Man, where y'all at?" And right as I was on the phone, I heard Meet's voice. And that's when it hit me like, yo, I'm about to meet these people. And what they don't know is I look up to them. And not just me and I, but everybody that was there. Mm-hmm. I look up to most content creators because I know what everybody go through. And I'm like, yo, man, can you hurry up? Matter of fact, I'm just going. And I did. I said, I'm going to come back over here and get all these keys and stuff. Just check me in. I'm trying to get over here to the party.
Right.
And I trap business. What's going on, my man?
Yeah. I was watching your video the other night, bro.
And so I'm looking forward to meet. I don't want to just meet people. I want to kick it with. We only had a couple of days at the Dallas meetup.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. And I felt the groupcation was only a 4-day cruise, but it was just, I felt like we needed more. I needed more time to spend with my peers, and it was just so much going on the cruise. I'm like, man, we don't have that much time, but I'm really looking forward to it. And I'm definitely with the people that, I already have in mind, the people that I really want to spend some time with and just learn from them. You know what I'm saying? Hear their story. And it's good that we're going to do the YouTube forum. That's so needed. Because there's a lot of things that out here that people just don't know, and people have the knowledge but won't share it. Or they have the knowledge, or it has to come with a price. They won't share, different techniques or different devices that they may need to enhance their channel. So that's so needed. So I'm definitely there for that. As a tech guru, I definitely will be sharing in that as well. So I'm looking forward to all of it, man. I'm glad
you brought up that YouTube forum, Dre, because I want to make it clear for the people that are here, and I'm sure I'll say this a few more times before the Meet and I Cruise. It's being co-hosted by Elevate with Vern and myself, but it's not going to be how Points Blank Travel made it to where he is. It's not going to be how Elevate with Vern made it where she is. We're not doing that. We're facilitating, we're hosting, and we want to hear from everybody. What Dre just said, we want to hear how Trap Vision got where he is. We want to hear how Trap go to these different events. We want to hear how Dre and Michelle got their channel to where it is, how Etna got to 11,000 subscribers. How did people pivot and repivot and repivot? How did people just say, hey, like me, myself, yo, I made changes, but I made the wrong changes because this was already working. So I just want to put it out there.
Yeah, I mean, what type of camera should I use? I mean, I definitely on one of the ones, I want to talk about, some videos need stabilization, especially when you're out and about and vlogging. So, if you're going to use a gimbal, make sure you get a gimbal with stabilization if you filming with a camera or even your phone. So I mean, those are the things that make a difference in the video. So it's just those little things, man. So I'm ready to share, man. I'm ready.
And that's what we need to do. And y'all, we're gonna be wrapping this up here shortly. We got my main man, Trap Vision 3D, who's also a channel member. I gotta make sure I'm a member on Trap's channel. Well, Wiley Hustle. Yo, I met a Trap. This is we can lie sometime, but I mean, this is honest God truth. I was gonna hit you up yesterday because I know we talked about having you and Mika on Points Blank Express. And now let me wait till I come back from San Diego because I don't want to get too hyped up and try to plan something. So I want y'all to be the next guest on the Points Blank Experience. I'm just putting it out there. Trap Vision 3D, Mika, they make a Wildly Hustle, a whole different channel. And yo, they are two of the realest people. And I'm about to meet them on the cruise, man. And I'm telling you, it's kind of scary because Trap and I have had 2 and 3 hour phone conversations. We won't even call each other because we don't like it. It ain't because we don't like each other, because we're going to be on the phone for a minute because the conversation just flows. And it's like I met this dude 20 years ago. He's a little younger than I am because I'm only like 32. But so I'm looking forward. But I'm really looking forward to meeting everybody. Real, recognize real, and still sharp and still. Yes,
that's
sir.
Real.
Yes,
that's
man.
facts.
Yes, sir. What's up, Trap Vision 3D? Trap say he chilling. Everybody's speaking. Oh, that's a boulder at me tonight. Yep, that is a boulder. Real, recognize real, and still sharp and still. Hey, Shy, yo, Dre, this cruise is about to be lit.
Indeed.
Yes, it is. And one thing that I won't be a part of, I don't care if it happened or not. I hope it don't happen, but I'm not going to be part of no drama.
No.
But I know some of these cruises have fights and drama and all that. And one thing I can say about the Dallas meetup, and I'm praying to God it happens on the Meet and I cruise, it was no drama and there was no competition.
No egos. I hate that, man.
I don't care how many subscribers. I don't care how many subscribers nobody else had.
Right.
I just wanted to get to know people. And I made a mistake at the Dallas meetup. A lot of people, I'm an extrovert, but I got to get to know you. So I was kind of gravitating toward the people I felt comfortable with. I gravitated toward pretty much the members of the Alliance. Now I gravitated toward Meet and I, your favorite couple, Coco and True. But it was a lot more, and Caleb, there was a lot more people there that I didn't know, but I didn't spend a lot of time getting to know them. And now I watch them, and that was my biggest regret of that. So on this Meet and I cruise, hey, y'all, I'm telling you right now, if I get to bugging y'all too much, and man, y'all, it just said, Rod, can you come back tomorrow? Can you come back later tonight? You talking my head off. Because I'm going there to learn, and I'm going there to get to know people. I'm not going there to talk about somebody that I see and live with every day, which is me. I don't give a damn about talking about Points Blank Travel. I'm going there to meet Triple J Michelle. I'm going there to meet for a second time, Meet and I. I'm going there to hang out with Life FV. I'm going there to hang out with Edna. I'm going there to kick it. I don't care about talking about me. As a matter of fact, I don't even want to talk about me. I want to talk about everybody. I can't wait to sit down with Trap and just chop it up, man. So you guys are gonna have a amazing time. And Meet and I are talking about the YouTube forum. Y'all get it. Talking about me and Dre. This is the purpose of camera editing, ads, phone shot, hashtag YouTube forum. Yeah, man. I'm not there to hell. I don't even know how I got the subscribers I got. I damn sure can't tell y'all how I did it. I know how I kept changing stuff and rechanging stuff, but I'm going there hosting a show with a microphone But I'm going there to see how can I get bigger? How can I get better? How can I reach more people? How can I get 1 million views like Caleb Moore? How can I get 11,000 subscribers like Etna's World? How can I plan a cruise like
How can you stay relevant?
You know,
yeah.
How can I? How can I?
Right.
I'm not hosting no YouTube forum to say I did or I can't. I want my matter of fact, this is how I'm gonna start off. How can I?
Yeah.
How can I learn?
Yeah.
And I'm telling y'all right now, don't y'all be laughing at me because I'm gonna have my trusted spiral notebook with me.
Yeah.
As the host. Don't y'all judge me. As the host, I'm gonna be taking notes. I don't know how yet because I can't walk and chew bubble gum, but I'm gonna figure it out.
Yep.
Okay, let's chat, bro. Just hit me up. All right, we'll do trap crying laugh. Yeah, man. Drama's free zone. PBT's 33rd birthday coming up in August. Yeah. Yep. Well, yeah, we need to add some years of that. And drama free zone, bro. Yeah, man. No drama, man. We ain't got time for no drama. One of the most beautiful things that I've ever been part of, and this happened only a few times in my life, a couple of times. Hopefully, I don't offend nobody by saying this, but a lot of times when you get a lot of Black people together, people expect some drama. They expect something to go wrong. One of the most beautiful things I've ever experienced in life is when that happened and there is no drama. And you walk away. My goal today, April 30th, 2023, is when I walk off that ship, June 16th, 2023, and I go to my hotel, my biggest goal is to say, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. What an experience.
Yeah.
Wow. I can't wait till the next one.
Right.
Wow. Meeting, I did that.
Yep.
Wow. Drea Michelle was cool. Wow. Edna's World was cool. Yep. Man, Life with V know how to party. I want Trap. I thought talking to Trap on the phone was so talking to his brother in person is whoa. I want nothing but positive thoughts, positive vibes. I ain't got time. Matter of fact, when it comes to math, it's two things I can't do. Well, really one. Because we deal with money. I don't like subtraction. I don't like negative. And with negative is subtraction. If you have a positive number and you subtract, that's the negative. I don't like nothing negative. Numbers, money, nothing negative. So let's keep
and the thing, and most interesting thing about it, we see these people on YouTube as a certain way. We're gonna be on a ship together. We're gonna literally be together for 5-6 days with liquor, food, and we're bond together for all these days. So the interesting thing is we get to see each other for who they really are. You know, we get to see the behind the scenes person. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we may put on hey, this is us, you know, and I'm just authentic, you know, but you know, some people, you know, they aren't. So we just gonna actually get to see people in, you know, how they really are, and that's gonna be the most interesting thing.
You brought up a great point, Dre, because a lot of time, man, with y'all on YouTube, sometimes we don't realize it because we don't think it's Hollywood. We think it's just YouTube. But sometimes when you're watching a video live, you're watching an actor or actress.
Yep.
That ain't really them. I'm here to tell you what you see right now, boy. Oh boy, this is what you about to get. Maybe I may be turned up a notch or two, but what you see right now, and a lot of people. It was said earlier. Because I have a suite by myself, we know who got the money. Yo, I'm probably one of the most conservative people out there because I've spent a lot of my life spending unnecessary money and I like to have a good time. I'm getting the drink package. I don't know how it works, but I'm going to figure it out. I'm getting the drink package, not because I plan on having 15 drinks a day, but I may want to buy Dre a drink. I may want to buy Anwar Old Fashioned. I may want to buy Etna, whatever she drinks. I may want to get Life of V with a shot. That's why I'm doing it. Because I'm going there to kick it. When I come back June 16th, I'm going to be just like when I left the Dallas meetup, I had an hour to drive. I'm surprised I made it home safely because I spent at least 45 minutes of that hour once I got on the freeway and knew where I was going, daydreaming about how much fun I had. That's what it's about, yo.
And then when it's all over, and because your interpretation of the group cruise is going to be totally different from the next person. So just to come back and to see, and then everybody is uploading their vlogs, it's just going to be dope because you're going to see it from everybody's different point of view. And everybody's not gonna get everything, but it's gonna at the end of the day, it's gonna all tell a story, and that's just gonna be the most interesting thing about it, man.
Right there, food, liquor, camera, stay woke, #Cruise Boulder. Man, it was a question that was asked in the Alliance group chat today via text. Who's dropping videos and who's going live today? I don't know when they drop, but I woke up at 12:05 Central PM. And I was like, man, I'm just waking up. I don't know what my schedule's like. And I sit outside in what I call the boardroom. And it's this fancy room right in front of my front door that's called the foyer. It ain't nothing fancy about it. I'm being funny. And that's why I do my brain. So I'm like, you know what? I don't really know what I'm doing on this cruise. I ain't never been on a cruise. How about I go live? And I still got to get with Dre. I still got to get with Ed. I still got to get with Anwar. I still got to get with your favorite couple. I got a list of stuff here, but I ain't wrote down enough. I'm like, I think this will carry me to the first 3 days of planning. But I want to thank Edna for coming up here. Thank Dre for coming up here. 14 homies still in the crib, man. And I wanted to do this tonight, but fortunately, I'll be on the judging the Battle of the Beats for my man Dre is going to be a contestant. He's already saying he's gonna knock the block off his opponent. Life for the Wiley's has been crazy lately, so the turn up will be official. My brother Trap. I'm the same, y'all. See in the vlogs, laugh out loud, drunk, wild party girl. That blow the wood, # blow the whistle. What's my favorite word? Ooh, I'm having a too short. I'll be this option, but I'm about to have a too short for me, man. What? Blow the whistle, man. I am so looking forward to this. And I'm gonna tell you something. It is great to see people planning. And not only people like Dre and Michelle and Edna and Meet and I, not only people planning, but there's another P that comes along with planning. You can plan a party and the second P ain't party. You can plan a party. You can plan a cruise. You can plan all kind of stuff. But the second P, it is great and it's a beautiful thing to see people participate.
Yeah.
Participate. You can plan whatever you want to plan. Matter of fact, you can plan a YouTube channel. But if ain't nobody participating, if didn't nobody show up to the Meet and I cruise, if don't nobody show up to the Dre and Michelle cruise, if don't nobody show up to Edna's group cases, it don't matter how well they plan. It's all about the participation. And then with participation, you roll into collaboration. I ain't here to drop no boulders today. Sometimes they just slip out, ladies and gentlemen.
You sounding real Jesse Jackson-ish right now,
Right? I don't know if I want to sound like Jesse. But, he do be using them same words. Seriously though, planning, participation, collaboration. When you get that, don't let your form of participation be mad and upset because you think Dre's outfit look better than yours, or Rod got more drinks than you got, because I ain't gonna be all dressed up. I ain't
gonna lie, this is pressure, because when they talking about this, the whole brims and bourbon, and I said, man, this is pressure. Now I gotta go hat shopping. Now hats, these hats, this is my thing. But brims, that's something different from me. So I gotta really put some thought in this, man, because this some pressure. I already got my fit. So I just got to get the hat to match. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to go to Chicago in a couple weeks and get that right. But yeah, it's pressure.
How do you carry a hat in a suitcase? I had to wear the hat. How you do that? How do you? I don't know. Get this brim to the ship.
You might need to go and just get a suitcase and just.
How in the hell am I gonna get this brim? I can't come to the Brim of Bourbon's night with a wrinkled up brim.
Yeah, you might have to go and get a little bag or something.
Yeah, I might get a bag with a box, have that as a carry-on, but I like to carry, y'all don't judge me, but I like to carry my shoes, especially new shoes. I don't like folding them up in no suitcase, and I don't like putting no dirty shoes in a suitcase. So if I got shoes, that's usually what I'll carry unless they brand new. I don't even know if I'm gonna have no brand new shoes. I probably will. But somebody help me out with this between now and June 5th, a week before 4th. I fly out the 11th. How am I gonna get this brim onto the ship for brim, onto the plane. I ain't worried about the ship. How am I gonna get on the plane? How am I gonna pack this brim? Yo, man, I love this community, yo. I mean, we joking, we laughing. Hey, Dre says pressure. Hell, I'll find the brim. My pressure is how do I pack it?
So you down there with, I got a buddy that's in Dallas, and it's a hat shop down there, so dope. But
Man,
I'm like, man,
of them here. Hey,
I
Dre,
I need to try it on. I don't want to just order nothing and then I get it don't look right. So I'm about to have to make a trip to the shop.
Hey, man, I'm man. If it works out well, I'm gonna get me a brim with one of them rooster feathers about this long. My feather gonna be on the Lido deck, and I'm gonna be there whenever we have a brims and birds. Oh, let me quit tripping, man. I gotta get to these comments. I just got a message from BDBGP. Let me tell him this is sent. No, I don't need it. I was about to tell you, he ain't talking about if you need the link. Yo, we got less than for about 45 minutes. Me and Dre about to be on another live. So I'm gonna hit these up. Last call for comments. Matter of fact, I ain't gonna be mad at you if you don't even drop no more. If people watching how you move, they'll miss an opportunity to turn up. Whoa, y'all. In case you don't know, if this is your first time here, I don't drop no gems and nuggets. I drop boulders, baby. But Trap just dropped a boulder, and Meat dropped a boulder earlier. I ain't dropped no boulders tonight because I'm just learning. If people watching how you move, they'll miss the opportunity to turn up. Quit counting other people's money and turn up. Matter of fact, quit watching how other people move and just move your damn self. I wish this was the Points Blank experience because I'd get real deep with them.
Right.
But I gotta just chill on here. Drink package is also unlimited water bottles. Yeah, I might need to think about water, especially coffee and canned sodas. Thanks, Edna. I'm gonna need all kind of water because
and that's the thing too. You can order in Carnival, you can actually order all these things to your cabin too. So if you need, if you feel like you want to order a case of water or something to your cabin, you can do that. And if you need help showing that, let me know. I can walk you through it.
I need some help. I'm telling you right now. I need some help. I'm letting you know right now.
Okay.
And I love the love, man. See, that's what I'm talking about. This brother, he said, hey, man, he entered that. Hey, everybody always said, hey, you can do this, ways to do this here. But if you need some help, I can show you how to do it. Edna didn't have to put this in here about specialty. I mean, this is stuff people need to know. Like, I ain't gonna lie, before Edna put that, I ain't thought about no water. I'm gonna need some coffee. I'm gonna need some coffee to wake up to turn up again. I need some sodas to mix with my cognac, maybe. But I ain't thought about no damn water. That's the last thing your boy be thinking about. Number one would be around enough water, but we need to stay hydrated, y'all.
That's definitely important. We definitely always got order that case of water, especially when you come in. You come in at the middle of the night. You're gonna get thirsty. You ain't like you can go to your refrigerator and grab. So you always we always get a case of water delivered to the cabin. Hey, Michelle.
Hey, Michelle
just got home.
Oh, hey, Michelle. Michelle ain't worried about no uncle. She just got home from work. She
PBT.
Hey, Michelle. Hey, you ain't no rules over here. You wear your mask. Hey, I'm looking forward to meeting you. How you doing?
Good, and you?
Man, I've been over here getting all kind of knowledge from your husband. I wasn't good when I woke up because I was nervous about this cruise. But Dre came on here.
You nervous?
Yeah, I don't even know how to get started, Michelle. All I got is I know how to pack, and I got my passport and my birth certificate. Then I learned last night it can't be the birth certificate with the footprints on it, and I think that's the one I got. But I got a passport, and I got a driver's license.
That's all you need is your passport. That's all you need. That's all you need.
But then they told me I need to start packing, like, huh?
I said,
what'd you say, Michelle?
Certificate has that raised seal.
Yeah, as long as the birth certificate has that raised seal. But if you got your passport, that's all you need.
Hell, I might have got my birth certificate from birthcertificates.com. I can't remember where I got it from. But I got a passport with my picture on it. Looking mean in case they try to kidnap me. But yo, hey, it's good seeing you, sis. I'm gonna go through this because, like I said, Dre got to get ready, man. Boy, y'all tap in. We dropped the link earlier. Matter of fact, here it is right here. Well, I got to get this here. shot. It's literally 32 channels. I know everybody doing a live and vlogging. It's literally about to be 100 videos coming out of this trip. That's insane. I'm gonna say maybe more me than I. I'm gonna try my first vlog, well, maybe my second one. I don't count the first one because it was a flop. I got to get some YFC training on vlogging. Matter of fact, Shelton told me don't bug him on the cruise. So speaking of YFC, we got your favorite couple channel members, also part of the line. Speaking of the lines, I got their names of the channels running at the bottom of the screen. Please check out the lines on YouTube. Me, your favorite couple, Meet and I, Kayla Moore, Brown Girl Bella, Keeping Up with the Griffins, Coco TTV, and Cooking with the Catrins. And y'all check us out. But hey, Dre about to be on here putting it down. Hey, don't y'all no, hey, I can't say what I'm about to say. I think Dre gonna win though, but y'all didn't hear me because I'm a judge. I can't be bipartisan.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, you can't. You can't.
I can't be partial. I gotta. So I'm gonna have to listen to the other dudes stuff. And if you want to see me in rare form, tap in at 7 p.m.
Yeah, set and be. Yeah, just be. And that's the thing. Why I like it. You know, the judges they tell how they feel. You know, they honest. You know what they ain't like. You know, me and I was just a judge a few weeks ago.
I was a judge a couple of weeks ago. Me and Bella. I think I heard this one dude feeling, man. He had me. I don't know what he had me thinking. He had me thinking I was at one of them clubs I wouldn't be. I was like, no.
Me, like, I don't want to say I'm cheating.
Hey man, he had all them. Hey Dre, hey, Edward, that's why Dre on here right now. Dre, I don't care why Dre on here. I'm glad he came on here because now, hey man, I wasn't thinking about no Bella the Beast, but now I am. Y'all, hey man, Bella tell me all the time I can't walk with two gum, and she right. So I wasn't thinking about the nice live. I was thinking about this live. All right. Alchemy Bar is a spot to be at night. Hold up. Got to write that down on the notebook because that's how I ain't gonna lie. I don't care about the Love and Marriage show and the how many fish in the ocean show. I just want to be turn up the whole time.
Man. It's a bunch of bars on the ship. You know, everybody has
good.
Their
I'm gonna try to hit every one of them.
Yeah, everybody has their favorite bar. But yeah, the Alchemy is definitely the favorite one. I mean, because they come up with some interesting drinks. Very interesting drinks.
All right, y'all. We're done with comments. We're done because y'all know I be late for everything. I was late for the last Battle of the Beats. Some kind of way. I think I slept. I ain't sleeping today. But hold up, what we at here? Meet and I, your favorite couple, planning, participating leads to collaboration. Hashtag cruise boulder. Man, take that cruise out there. Hashtag boulder, baby. I didn't plan on dropping no boulders today because I came here to learn, but I'm just letting you know right now. You got to plan, you participate, then you collaborate. I'm telling you right now, if you're on a cruise and you're having a bad day, don't even talk to me because I'm probably having a bad day too. I don't need two of us having a bad day.
No.
Cheer me up.
Everybody have a bad day. That's why you're on vacation, man. Leave that for at least the 5 days that you're there. Just leave your cares behind and let's just enjoy each other, man.
There's a song that said it. Leave your worries behind.
Yeah,
if you leave them behind. Don't bring them to rod. I'm just
right. Don't bring them on the ship, man. Just don't bring, like they said, don't bring sand to the beach, or however they say it. But yeah, just leave it all behind, man. You know, let God work it out, and He'll work it out once you get back. But He might even work it out while you're on the ship. So.
Hey, thank you, Trap. Trap said, preach, young thing. Hey, Anwar, now, I like this here. I like this statement, but I also like the comment behind it because that was going to be my comment. Anwar hat came with a case, but Trap said, is there a case for your brim that fits in your suitcase? I know it won't fit in mine. You know what? I know what I'm going to do. Hey, don't y'all tell nobody. I'm going to give me a Target bag. I'm going to wear my brim on the plane. And I'm gonna give me a Target bag so can't nobody see exactly what it is. And then when I get off, and when I get where I'm going, I gotta figure that out. I ain't got that far yet, but I know it's gonna be a Target bag in case I don't get it. Even if I get a case, I don't need nobody seeing my brim. I might not even do a brim, man, because it sounds like this is about to be stressful. All right, y'all. Hey, we about to get out here, ladies. Dre, let's meet up in Chicago. It's a place I know about.
Let's do that, Trap. Whenever. I'm wide open. Just let me know. The weekend is preferably, but yeah, just let me know. I'll come. I'm only 90 miles from Chicago.
Here we go, man. Here we go. I'm just saying, y'all. All right, y'all. It's been a pleasure having Dre and Edna on here, and now Michelle. Man, I thank y'all. Seriously, I thank y'all from the bottom of my heart. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. All of this a trap. That's what I'm saying, man. I'm gonna be over here tonight listening to Drake with his beats. He gonna be over there scratching and mixing. I'm gonna be hearing, "Baby, let's cruise." I mean, I'm gonna be all thrown off. I'm thinking about the cruise, man. All right, so hey, man, I gotta get out of here. Hey, sis, you cheating, Dre? Better bring it. Yeah, I ain't cheating, man. Check out the Conquest tour vlog. Hey, Meet and I that day, yo, that was a dope video. Facts, Dre. We want to collab with everybody. About to put our real/story game on 1,000. That's what I'm saying. I can't vlog, but I don't mind being in the video. Just let me know I'm in it.
Right.
Don't be over there trying to catch me candid because I might be doing something I don't need to be doing. Hey, let me know that we're in a production. Okay, that's all I ask. And matter of fact, it'll be on y'all channel. I just want the exposure.
Right.
I do the vlog. I want to be in one of them your favorite couple vlogs where we ain't going no what you call that thing over there? I ain't zip lining. I ain't getting on no damn roller coaster on the ground. I damn sure ain't getting one on ship. I don't know what kind of vlog me and you and Key about to do, but we're gonna do a vlog. With that being said, y'all, 11 real homies in the crib. I want to thank each and every one of y'all. Please do me a favor if you haven't already done so. Hit that subscribe button. Get a video a thumbs up. And in my live streams, I will say ring the doorbell. And that is that like button down below. Blow on it, kiss it, smash it. I don't care what you do. Just make sure that joint change colors. Also, share the channel with your family, your friends, your cousins, your baby's mama, your baby daddy. I don't care. Share it with people at your job that you can't stand because if they're busy watching me, they ain't got time to be messing with you. As I end each and every live stream, do me a favor. Shoot for the moon. If you don't make it, you'll be amongst the stars. I can guarantee you. I will be coming at you soon, dropping more heat, dropping more fire, more importantly, dropping more knowledge, and also having fun in the process. And until the next time, I hope each and one of you have a blessed and prosperous week. And the same way I came in here is the same way I got to go out. Bear with me a half a second. I should have did this while Dre was talking, but I didn't. So y'all bear with me. And we got to get up out of here, man. And I'm going, man, yo. Vern said all the time, book busy and blessed. And I can relate to that. And I'm going from this live with a 35-minute break and going right into another live stream. Y'all check us out on BDBGP's channel, Battle of Beats. Your boy Dre gonna be there. And I'm looking forward to that. And with all that being said, man, let me turn this down a little bit. We turn it down, man. And all I ask is, y'all, look. 4 channels, and we try to bring heat on every one of them joints, and we can have a whole lot in store right now on the Point Blank Network, a lot. Even though I done crank Point Blank clips back up, I got a whole series coming on Point Blank Finance. I'm actually going to be doing some collaborations on there with the Credit Solutions. Man, I ain't playing no games, man. There's 2 games I'm playing in 2023. They're going to have it on the Midnight Crew and that Spades and Dominoes. Other than that, I ain't got time to play the game, and I ain't got time to sugarcoat nothing. There's only 2 things I put sugar in. There's coffee and Kool-Aid, baby. I don't even drink Kool-Aid anymore. So y'all heard what I'm saying. We about to get up out of here. Much love, everybody. Emory family, thank y'all for coming in. Remember, the passcode to success on the Points Blank Network is 247-365. 247-365. With that being said, we out of here, y'all. Much love. Much love.